Hello my darlings, and welcome back to my dream home, the villa, where we are building my dream home in a Victorian villa style. Last time we finished the ground floor furnishings by furnishing the garden room that leads out onto the patio, and also down into the basement where we furnished the home cinema and the home gym. Today we're venturing up the stairs and we're going to be furnishing one of the guest bedrooms, including its little mini living room / dressing area. And we're also getting into the main bathroom on this floor and the utility room. So that is what we're getting done today. I've got a few ideas floating around my head. I'm not going to go off of any reference image this time either. I'm just going to venture forth with the ideas in my head and we're going to see what we put together. Nothing more needs to be said. Let's get over to the game and let's make a start. You can use my code BUMPKIN at checkout on the EA app or at sims.com. I receive a small commission from your purchase and you greatly support me and the channel. Thank you so much. And so here we are, my darlings, back at the villa on the swing. Can we get through that with a night? Oh, look at that. What a beautiful camera movement there, if I must say so myself. A few things have changed, nothing too drastic, just a couple of things that I did miss from last time as well. One of the things was the sink down in that toilet in the basement, and a few of you were shouting at me to get one down there, so I have put in a little sink down into the toilet area off of the gym area itself. And what else did I do? I did something else. Oh, I changed the roof line up here. I was just not happy with that, like the pillars and stuff that was going on here. I'm much happier with how this looks now. I think it suits the house a little bit better. So I'm much happier with that. So that's what we've been and gone and done. And I've also chosen the wallpapers and stuff for in here as well. So this is the kind of vibe that we're going for the main bedroom suite. We're not getting to this one just yet. That will probably be in the next iteration. So next week's part, we'll get up to the main bedroom itself. Today, what we're concentrating on is this suite here, which is the guest suite. So it's going to be a nice big double bedroom, but it's going to have its own little mini living area in here, really, with a bit of a dressing area too. I just thought that would have been nice for them to have their own separate place to kind of stay and stuff. My friends, like, it was in my head, what would I love my friends or my family who are staying here, what would I like them to have? And I'd love them to have their own little space to kind of get away to. So that's where that came from in my head. And we're also going to be doing this today, which is going to be the main bathroom itself. I love those jeweled tiles on the floor there from Felix. I think these are stunning. They just remind me of like emeralds, like Art Deco kind of emeralds. I think they're gorgeous. I really do. So that's going to be done today. And also, this is where I changed everything. I have morphed around the floor plan just slightly. I just tweaked it. I got rid of the curved walls and stuff here. I've widened this area here, shortening down the size of these two rooms. I just didn't think these two rooms would needed to be that big, so I've made them a little bit smaller. And then this room here, I got rid of the windows from here as well and put on a circular window at the front there, which I still think looks really, really nice from the front. I just didn't think in my head, this is going to be a store cupboard. I want some storage. I want to be able to have some storage, and having big windows in there just didn't really make sense to me. So I put in a little circle window instead. So this is what we're kind of getting on with today. This kind of U-bend here. I'm going to do a little bit of work off of camera, like this hallway and stuff, for example. I'm going to be doing off of camera and furnishing this ensuite off of this other guest bedroom. And the rest we'll do that in the next part. So I reckon we're going to have about maybe another 2 or 3 parts of this, and then it's going to be done. We have also got to furnish my mum and dad's cottage, but I'm going to do this all in one part, this cottage. So that'll probably be the last part before the big tour at the end. And then we're going to be done with my dream home, the villa. We've been here for a long time, but I've had such fun building this. I really, really have. So that's it. There is nothing more that needs to be said. Now let's get in and let's furnish the guest bedroom. So we've gone for quite a bold colour wall here, a lovely blue. I didn't want it to go all the way up, and I found that this amazing wallpaper here from Pierre Sim, it's part of their tileable Collection. I just love it. I love that bold colour. I think that's really, really nice. So I want that to be the main aspect of the room. This is where the bed is going to go against this wall. And I want some kind of bed without a headboard. I just want that wall to be the home moment, including the side tables, the tables next to like each side of the bed. I want them to be kind of floating as well and kind of nondescript. So that is what I want to find first. So I think I'm going to go for this bed frame here from Harry's Country Collection. Is it the Country? No, yeah, it is the Country. Just wondering if it's got a softer colour. There we go. Yes, that blends in a little bit more. Now, I'm not going to put it equal kind of spaced onto the wall. I'm not going to put it here, like smack bang in the middle, because I don't want this to be like a tight squeeze. So I'm going to make it a little bit more interesting and just have it a bit of a asymmetrical hold on the wall like that. And then it's kind of central to the door then as well. You know? Vibes, darlings. Now, for my guests, I would want some soft, beautiful bedding, and I would want it to be as light as possible so I can check to see if they've left any poo stains on my bed before they leave. I'm joking. I'm joking. That's disgusting, Aiden. Wash your mouth out with soap. I just love the look of fresh, like white bedding, or maybe just off-white, you know. So maybe if we go down the point of making it just a little bit off-white, can we go to there? I mean, that's a bit more than off-white. Yeah, that kind of takes away the vibe. That blends in with the wall too much. I want it to be like that. Fresh, beautiful white bedding. I could even go for this one here, which is from Harry's Klean collection. Just because I prefer the way that that kind of falls off the bed in here, I think. Oh, yes, I do. Oh, I'm for it. Will it fit on this bedspread, though? Let's have a look. Oh, it does. Like a dream. Look at that. It's like it's melted onto the floor. That's exactly what I want. I really bloody do. And I want to find the perfect floating side tables. I'm wondering if these would be great. I do love the Harlux ones. Let me just see if I can find a really good match, which I know I will be able to because this is CC, you know? And CC is just the greatest. Oh, I do like the stone in here. That looks lovely. I'm checking both my monitors. I do enjoy that, but I'm just going to have a little look to see some shelving as well. I actually think I prefer it just with the floating shelf there. I actually really like that. That's a good match, but I do think it needs to be just a little bit softer if we can. Oh, there we go, look. Yes, that's the tickly boo today. How many tickly tillies are we doing today? We're doing many. I'm just in the mood for it, to be honest. That is what I want. Yes, that is the absolute vibe. And I'm not going to put lights on top of them either. I want lights on the wall. So I love these ones here, which are from Harry and Felix's Anywhere, Everywhere lights. But again, I'm probably going to have to go quite light with these as well. I don't think I'm going to do many black accents in this room. Oh, they've got a blue one, though. The light blue. Oh, that looks good. Let me just see what it would look like. A bit of a yellow tone here. Now, I did like the darker blue. That kind of blends into the wall really nicely, doesn't it? Let's do the darker blue. Let's do them in the right position, though, Aiden. Let me just see that. You would probably bonk your head there. They need to be up a bit higher. Oh, I love that. That's the ticket. Right there, my loves. Yes. I'm into that. What happened there? Where did I go? I have no idea. But I went somewhere then, didn't I? Yes, that's very nice. Okay. I'm very happy with that. Very happy with that indeed. Now, again, with this room, this is going to be kind of minimalist. It really is. I'm going to hit this a little bit more contemporary in here, like a lot of the bedrooms we're going to. Forgot to even mention we're going to be doing a big pink room as well. I love the colour pink. I would love a pink room. I want it to feel like a womb. That's what I want it to feel like, darling. Like you're going inside, you're ready to be reborn. We're getting dramatic today, and I'm fine with that. I'm absolutely fucking fine with it, to be honest. Right, I don't know if I want a dresser in here, because this is going to be a good place to put some kind of wardrobe, but maybe not a dresser. So a dresser in this room could work. This wall here would be great for a dresser. Can we? Oh, look at that. Je ne sais quoi. There, darlings. So let's get that lightening up to the same tone as the floor. Oh, it was like it was meant to be. Could we get that drawer all the way out? I reckon that drawer would be all the way out by that point. You know, as it would come off its runners. And we don't want that. It's not a good look. Yes, I would want a real big plant in here as well. In the bay window, I think would be smashing to have a big old plant. And I think it's going to be a room for another ficus tree. So by plant, I meant tree, to be honest. Let's try and blend that in with the floor as much as possible. Yes. And then I'm going to meander you in and get you into... In fact, that was a better way. No, it wasn't. It was this way. Let me see. Let me see. I'm not too sure. I think it needs to be more palmy in here. I'm getting a palm tree vibe coming through. Yes, it's that one. I think it's the blue that's doing it for me. The blue with the palm just looks nicer. So I'm going to use this one here. Flop you right into that window like that. Oh, that's a dream. That very much is. Now, I'd want them to be kind of comfortable in here. So I know I would definitely want some kind of rug in this room. Not so much under the bed, but just to fill this space up. And also have another one in the living area that we're going to be doing. So first things first, I think we probably need to go a little bit more like a jute kind of rug in here. And I love Harry's coastal one. I think that is just in that colour as well. It's just perfect. And it fills that space really nicely as well. Yes, that's the vibe. Yeah, lovely. That's just the right amount of stuff I want in here. By the bed. I do feel like I would love a bit of art up on this wall though. So I'm going to try and find something that would play really nicely with this wall colour. And I'm going to put it up here. Now, I know I said I wasn't going to put anything up on this wall. I tried this one up here. It just looked a bit too busy. I tried quite a bit of art in there, but it just looked a little bit too squashed. And then what I did was put it up on this wall, this yellow sun. That's kind of like deconstructed with two canvases. I'm not an artist. I don't know what that means. But I think that really works in that wall there. It's just a nice statement piece. And I think that's the vibe we're going to go for. That's just enough. It is. I do feel that we need to put something in these corners here, but I don't know what I want to do there just yet. So we're going to come back to it. Yes, we are, Jade. Right. Okay. Now, my friends love their clothes. So if they were coming to me, coming to stay with me, especially for a prolonged period of time, I would want them to have some kind of decent space to put all of their clothing in. So I'm thinking maybe a little bit of a built-in wardrobe, to be honest with you, here. And I think that will take up just enough room there, to be honest. So I'm going to use Pierre Sims. Where are these from again? David's apartment. I just really like these because they've got that kind of frosted grass? Not frosted grass. Frosted glass moment on the front. I'm not putting any clothes in it so they can see that they can hang their clothes up. I'm just thinking about them, you know. I think that would be a lovely vibe, that. Yes, that's what I want to do. So I'm going to flop that to there like that. I've also been thinking about maybe putting curtains here by the door. No, because the door's a little bit too tall, look. It would need to go up there and then it doesn't hang on the floor then, doesn't it? Never mind. That's fine. We'll figure out something else. So I want them to have their own little mini living room. That's the main point of here. I'm not going to put a TV or anything. Oh, no, maybe I will, actually. I might put a little small TV in here somewhere. Maybe over in this corner or something. But I definitely want to get in a couple of little sofas. We're definitely going to go for contemporary vibes. But they need to be quite small. I think we're going to go for this one here. From Pierre Sims' Unfold collection. And I'm gonna put it around about here, the central of this window, I think. Because then it gives us a lovely channel to walk down there. It's also going to be facing where we're going to be putting a TV. And then on this side, maybe just getting in a matching armchair, putting it right into here. So if they want to sit by the fire, they can. With a bookcase next to it. I think that could be a vibe. Now, do we have a matching armchair? Of course we bloody do. Because why? Because this is custom content, you know? So I'm going to put in... Can you hear Daisy sighing behind me? Honestly, she doesn't get walked for another hour and she's fuming. If I can put the armchair there... Let me just see what this is going to look like. I think once everything's in here, this will all make sense. It looks a bit disjointed at the minute, but I think once I've got everything into this place, it's going to be marvellous. It really is. So, bookcase. I'm actually going to use an in-game item. I'm going to use this one here. It is just fitting in there. There is like a gap here, so they'll still be able to get to the shelves and stuff. It's a slight tight squeeze, but I think it works in this space. Yeah, and then I could maybe give them a record player and stuff as well. That would be a nice vibe for them. I'm sure they would enjoy that. With the living room, as I said, I want to have a TV in here. So I'm thinking about adding in maybe just a small TV up on the wall. And then I could put this object here down. Put the record player on that. This is from Felixander, by the way. If I can give them a little record player again, then I'll give them the Harry Octave Collection one. If I can get you on there, my love. Oh, she's stunning there. She very much is. And I do believe I'll be able to squidge a little TV up here now. Now, I think because this looks like a painting, it looks weird that I'm putting it here rather than above the fireplace. But I think what I want to do to balance it out is maybe do some kind of moment on top of this fireplace, like a mirror, some candles and stuff. And then I think that will all make sense on that wall then. I'm not moving the fireplace because it's directly below the fireplace that's downstairs. So it's kind of realistic for it to be that way. And this TV was the perfect size, but I'm just a little bit unsure about that pattern. I don't really know if I'm vibing with it. I think having something just a little bit more abstract would make a little bit more sense. That can work. That could work. Let's see if it's going to work. It might work. It might not work. It does work. I'm sure it will work. Aiden, shush. I'm in a bit of a weird mood today. I don't know if you can tell. Hide Maxis, thank you very much. And I'm thinking plant over in this corner. And I know the one that I want to put here. And it's this bad boy from Pierre Sim. If I can get you right in there like that. Oh, that's the ticket. Definitely need some kind of coffee table in this room as well. I'm thinking maybe the in-game one. It's just popped into my head. I'm listening to my brain. And we're going along with what it wants. And it's this one. But I just think it's just a little bit off the colour. Which is a shame, actually. But I'm going to do it, I think. We're going to do it. We're doing it. We've done it, to be honest. Yes. Now, also, something else that needs to change. I think I'm going to bring the lights that I've used in the bedroom upstairs. And I'm going to bring them down to this bedroom as well. I think it needs it. So let's get you in there. You in there. And then we're going to get rid of those ones there. You are going to be gone. And so are you. I just want something a little bit more dramatic. Oh, I think they could do with being lower, you know. Not that low. That low. Like Goldilocks, darlings. Right, if I can grab you there instead then. And you. And get rid of the shorter ones. Yes, that's the ticket. I'm wondering if I could change the colour of these, though. Maybe go for a bit of a blue. Oh, I like that. Can I go for a blue in here as well? I think we would need to. Why does it keep doing that? I have no idea. If I can change you to there. Yes, I like that. Oh, that's the ticket. That is very nice indeed. Where's the other one gone? There she is. Lovely. I've already chosen the ceiling as well. I don't know if I... How dare I? What's going on there? Why did I do that? I have no idea what happened with that coving. We'll sort that out, don't you worry. So I just need some final bits now. I want another rug for this room here. I think it needs to be a kind of organically shaped rug. I need to figure out what I'm putting on these points here. And I also need to figure out what we're putting above this fireplace as well. But all in all, I do like this room. It's a nice vibe to it. Very, very nice indeed. So I'm much happy with how that wall looks now. And I just think it looks balanced just because the height of the vase, the way that that just falls on the wall. I think that's perfect. And I would definitely put some fresh flowers in a guest bedroom if people were coming to stay. So that is how I've done it. And I've also put a round rug here as well. It's just balanced with the coffee table. And I just think that just adds a little bit of texture to the floor. Softens it in this room, if you will. A very nice, soft, gorgeous room. And then out here, what I did was put a mirror up against the wall there and a chair on the other side. Just keeping this space a bit more calm, a little bit more minimalist than this little lounge area. So I'm happy. I'm really enjoying how that comes together. I really am. I love the kind of like complementary sort of like tones that we got going on here, but also some juxtapositions. And I'm for it. Well, there we go. Well, lovely. What we're going to be moving on to now is the main bathroom. So, we're into the bathroom itself. I'm thinking a really contemporary version of like a standalone bath would work really lovely in this room. But I've just got so many, I don't know which one to pick. And I would love like a lovely clean white tub. Is that a bit more of a glass tub? It is, isn't it? It's like a frosted glass tub. Oh, Felix, you naughty man. Maybe we could go for this then. Do I want to bring some black accents into this room? I think maybe yes. I love the glass tub. Imagine having like a big solid glass tub. I think that's the perfect spot for it. I don't want to move it anywhere else. Oh, I enjoy that. I do. I absolutely enjoy that. I'm thinking actually putting it a little bit further out and putting a mirror behind it as well. I love a mirror behind a bathtub. There's just something about it for me. And this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking, what is this? What? Is that a ghost? Is that a ghost of the houseplant that died in my house last year? I didn't mean it. I just overwatered you. I'm so sorry. What? What? I mean, I know there's ivy out here, but... oh, is it probably recognizing like that? What's going on there? Let me just see again. No, she's still there. There's there two of them now? There's two of them. I don't know what's going on there. What about if I like take you away from that moment? I mean, I don't want to. Maybe we're just going to have a ghost plant in this. There we go. We've got a ghost plant. This house is haunted by a house plant. That would be the vibe. I like the mirror down there because I've had a thought about putting a shelf across the top here and having loads of plants on that shelf there. Maybe that it will help entice that plant to go away, the ghost plant. No idea why that's there, but you know, there we go. I think I want to do that. So first things first, let's get in a nice shelf going across here. Oh, I love that. Yes, we're going to use this big long one from Pierre Sim's mid-century modern collection. I'm so weirded out by that. I don't know why it's there. Yeah, I like that. With plants on top of that, smashing. Oh, that's going to be the vibe, that. Now I need to figure out a plan about where I'm going to put everything else. We don't necessarily have to have a mirror on top of a sink. I would love a sink right by this window. I'd like the sink to be floating. So I might go down the route of using Harry's Brutalist collection. The sinks from that. But I don't know what tone I would want. I mean, that's a great tone in itself. For the sink to actually go on. Oh, that does look good there. That matches in with the shelf really nice as well. Yes. Now, do we have a glass sink? I don't know if I do. Of course I do. It's Felix. And it's custom content. That's all that needs to be said. Is this the right one? I think that is the right tone, isn't it? If I can get you up there then. Flop you onto the wall like that. Oh, I love that. That is an absolute vibe if I've ever seen one before. Yes, that's the sink. We're going to do a shower over in maybe this corner here with two glass moments, I think, and put the toilet there. I kind of want this to be a wet room, but I don't want the shower to be that open. So I'm thinking about using these from Pierre Sim, which are the oak house kind of like glass dividers. Putting one like side by side like that. Can I move you any again? Yeah, do you know what? I can. So it kind of opens up that space nicely. I don't know whether to do some green tiles on the wall here. To see, let me see what that would look like first. I've just realised I would have to have it right back there if I wanted tiles here. You know what? We're not gonna do that. It would have been nice, but it's just not gonna work in The Sims 4, and that's fine. So I also had to change the colour of the sink as well because it wasn't matching in with the one that we've got down there. Oh, excuse me, I had a right itchy nose then. And then maybe... Oh, I do love that one in here. That is very, very nice. I don't think that any of the others that kind of stick out loads, like my favourite one, which is this one here, would work in here, to be honest. Let me just see what it would look like in a black. I mean, it does look great, but I do think that that first one looked just a little bit better in this place. Yes, that's the tickety-boo right there. Okay, stunning. Toilet. I'm going to go for Harry's Brutalist toilet. That, again, is just fixed onto the wall. I just think it works in this room really nicely. I think that's a good layout. Now, I need to figure out where I'm going to be putting things and stuff and things. The only problem with this is I'm going to have to put like a towel rail here, but also another one near the bath, maybe over to this way. And I also need to think about getting in a... I forgot to do that in the bedroom. A radiator. How dare I? I've completely bloody forgot. Radiator in the bedroom now. So it's fine. There's one there and there's one there. That plant's going to die a death by that radiator, but you know, it can hang out with the ghost plant in the bathroom. I've just realised this shelf is poking right through this wall here. How dare it? It's probably a little bit too long. Don't you worry. There we go. That's fixed. Fixed and sorted. It's not one shelf anymore. It's three, but shush. Okay. Right. We need things in here to bring it to life. I also think I want to change the light in the bathroom as well. So let me pull out a variety of gorgeous things in here. I'm going to plonk it around and we're just going to finish this room as it is. Okay. So this is what we've done. Put some towels up here. I like that piece there. It's gorgeous. With the shelves of all of the plants on. I even put a nice floor plant down at this level here as well. I just thought it worked really nicely. Kind of looks like they're cascading down then, don't it? Don't it? Loves that. And I put a little soap thing here. But what I was also thinking was adding in a small mirror. And I think, yeah, I'm going to add in this. Just in case, well, you're going to need a mirror in the bathroom. And I think that there would work really nicely with that sink. Because you can kind of stretch it over to how you want it then, you know? Very nice. That's going to make sense. We put a little shelf in the shower area as well for some shampoos and stuff. Little toilet roll, and we put the tall radiator in here. And I also changed out the lights because we've gone for a bit of a glass vibe with the bath and stuff. I thought these lights here worked really nicely in this bathroom. I love that bathroom. I'm very much into it indeed. Yes, I am. So today, what we're going to be doing as well is getting into the utility room. So that is indeed where we're going to be making a start now. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to use these wonderful counters here from Harry. Part of their... Is that Halcyon Collection? Yes. We're going to use this one because I love the white front to the cupboards. I do want this room to be not clinical, but I want it to be very clean looking. Like it almost has a bit of an industrial edge to it. Hence why I've gone with like the concrete tops as well. Now I'm going to put the sink in the middle because I've had a little cheeky thought about using the under the counters washer and dryer. If I can put the washing machine there, we're going to go for this grey colour, I think. And there. Actually, now we've got the white cupboards. Why don't we go for the white? I mean, they look grey anyway because of the Sims 4 bloody lighting. So I'm going to make them look as light as possible. And put them there. I wish we could have ones that just didn't show them, you know? Like the ones that I've got, my washer and dryer at home are hidden behind cupboards. They're kind of built in and I much prefer it to look that way. But so the Sims, there we go. That's what we're working with. I like it, but this room would also need some kind of storage. So I'm thinking about doing some built-in wardrobes over on this side here as well. Let's see what I can find. Ooh, I love these ones here from Felix, the Soho ones, because they're open. They've got a lovely vibe together as well, and I think they suit this room really nicely. Yes, we're doing it. I'll hang up some clothes on here, already prepared. And we can just pretend that these are like the stuff that I've ironed or ready to be ironed, that kind of vibe, you know? I love that idea for us, I really do. That's what we're going to do. Let's pop up a few things there. And maybe just do some shirts over on this side here, because Tom loves a shirt. Does our Tom? Oh, yes, I'm into that. That's very clean and very nice, just how I want it. And we need this to be functional. So I'm going to have to put in some kind of laundry basket. Are there any CC laundry baskets out there? Because I'm fed up to the death of using these ones. Flop you in there like that. Now, I would like an ironing board, but I just know. Oh, that one's not too bad. That one kind of fits in. I thought it was going to be too bright, but that one actually does fit in here. And this would be somewhere I would come to do my ironing as well. Yes, I like it. I don't understand why the light's there. That's not the vibe. And I think I'd probably go for a little bit more of an industrial light in here too. And I think we're going to go for these ones here that we used down in the kitchen. If I can get one there, probably going to go for 2 in this room, to be honest. Let me just see this. Is that going to be a bit too much having 2? I think it is. I think we should just stick with 1. I'm going to pop 1 in there. And then I'm going to do 2 of these lights because Sims. Grab you and pop you there like that. Yes, I wouldn't have any blinds or anything. This room is unneeded. It's not the vibe for this place. It's a very boring room, but you know, it's washing. It's a utility. It's going to do everything that we need it to. And I like the vibe of it. I do, however, think that we just need to bring in a couple of plants. I think a couple of plants would just lift this room enough for me to leave it as it is. So let's do one of these spider plants because they're easy to look after. Let's try and fit in with the theme that we've got going in here. That's lovely. And I think a hanging fern from the other side would work out really nicely. If I can grab you and pop you there like this. Let me see. Oh, that's the ticket. That is the absolute ticket. I'm not going to do any rugs in here or anything. It's tile. It'd be easy enough to clean up. Beautiful. One thing though, a vacuum. So I'm going to get in one of the fancy vacuums and pop it here like that. And that can be the place where we store our vacuum. Well, there we go. I'm done with what I needed to do today. I was going to do this room as well, but I think I'm just going to leave it as it is for now. And we'll get back to this next week. Next week, we're going to be coming in and we're going to be furnishing these 2 rooms together. And also the main bedroom upstairs as well. The main suite. This is going to be a big suite up here. So that is indeed what we're going to be doing. Can we not do that? Thank you. So we'll be back with that next week at some point. But this is where I'm going to leave you now, my loves. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you. Leave me some lovely comments down below. And I will be back tomorrow with some more Let's Build the Worlds. Goodbye.